Should we just dive into some quick UFC and lead up to the boxing back again?
Yeah.
All right,
Was
I'll
this
be
in
next on
was this in
this.
Kansas City?
I believe so. Let me double check.
Yeah, I saw a clip from
This
there
is the
from the
T-Mobile
women's
Center
fight.
in Kansas City, Missouri. There was actually a Ugandan guy on
Yeah,
this card.
ref was
So
tweaking.
let's lead up with the main card, which we had Ian Machando Gary versus Carlos Prates. Machando Gary won by unanimous decision. The scores went 48 47, 48 47, 49 46 in favor of Gary. Gary did a celebration where he put the cigarette down and stepped on it, kind of trolling Carlos Prates. I mean, all fair is in love and war, whatever they call that. I mean, it's part of the game. People troll after they win. I mean, everything goes for the victor. So, moving on, quick. This one kind of brought some sentiment to me. The legend in the UFC, Anthony Smith, retired after this fight. He goes by the name of Lionheart, and he was retired by Chinese Zhang Ming Yang by a first round knockout. And we've seen Anthony Smith fight John Bones. He's been a notable light heavyweight in this division. He's been in UFC, gosh, I can't even, from maybe 2010. I can't even remember. He's been around for a long time. So the man himself, pulled his gloves and left them on the canvas, and he said, "That's it. That's all he has." And I think he gave his best years. I guess he said he gave his best years to the UFC, and I think he's good and happy to move on to his next venture, which he does a lot of commentary. If you see him all the time, you see him as a light skinned black dude, a mixed black dude, with the cauliflower ears, bald head, no beard. You see his face, you know him. He's been in the UFC forever, representing. Talk about my countryman. We had the Ugandan David Onama versus the Nigerian Jiga Chikanza. Onama won the fight by unanimous decision. This was a featherweight bout, and the scorecards by the judges all scored in favor of Onama with 29-28. Onama's record is 14 and 2 losses, 14 victories, 2 losses. We move on to the middleweight bout. We have Abbas Magamanov versus Michel Pereira. This was also a unanimous decision victory in favor of Magamanov. And the scorecard all across the board was 30-27. And then we move on to Randy Brown versus Nicholas Dolby. And this was a welterweight bout. Randy Brown achieved a second round knockout over Nicholas Derby at minute 139. This also won Fight of the Night honors, and you know what that means? Dana White gives you a bonus for doing that. So you get the money. I wish I had the cha-ching little sound thing. And then moving on to the last main card event, we had Ikram Al-Sarkov, I can't say that right, versus Andre Muniz. Ingram won and secured a first round TKO over Andre Muniz at minute 4:54 seconds. And that was my recap for Fight Night that happened this Saturday.